Hey Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become part of this growing family. Today it's a very important topic. Actually, I wasn't even meaning to speak on this, but I just felt a little bit compelled to speak on it, because a lot of the times you hear people saying that, a lot of YouTubers, they glamorize or romanticize Africa. And I feel like I've been really transparent on my channel. Um, I've been really transparent with regards to giving as much information as possible. I also have an opportunity for you to go through a consultation service. So for those of you who want to relocate and do business in Rwanda, those are services that I've said that I provide. You just have to send me an email and we can actually get that set up for you. It's very flexible and it just gives you an opportunity to go through all your questions and concerns. And I think with the black diaspora, so many unfortunately we don't support our own. So when I say, oh, I have consultations and it costs this much, it's very, very affordable in comparison to what some other businesses may be charging in different countries. It's very, very reasonable, but we still have that challenge of not wanting to support each other. And if someone is we a lot of the black community, what I'm finding is that we want a lot of free stuff. So when someone attaches a price to their services, people will go silent because they want it for free. And I'm like, well, in the West, in the Americas, nothing is for free. So why do you expect that someone can give you their services because you feel maybe entitled? But what's going to happen with a lot of people, and I'm seeing it, is that they will lose a lot of money, unfortunately, just for an say for example $100 consultation, which can end up saving you thousands of dollars. Do you know what I mean? But some of you would rather lose that money, unfortunately, rather than to get an in-depth consultation with someone like myself who is here on the ground that can give you extensive information. And I think for those reasons as well, a lot of the black community relocating to Africa, or just let me just talk on Rwanda, relocating to Rwanda will not be successful, unfortunately, because we're coming with a mindset that is not conducive to this type of environment. That mindset from the West, very individualistic, same as black Americans coming from America. As black people, we need to really come together. We really need to unite. Also, yes, I understand. Someone said in my comments, not all black folks are kin folks, and I do understand that. So obviously you have to suss people out and decide who you want to gather your information from. I totally understand that. You definitely need to be careful, be very vigilant, because the black community, the black diaspora, we are being targeted in different ways. And a lot of us are not coming with like a lot of money. So, and even if you're coming with a lot of money, it doesn't mean that you want to throw it away. But people see us and they think, well, they're coming from abroad, they have money, so we're kind of looked at as, oh, we can be easy targets, especially when you're in a place that you don't know. Someone was saying that when they got to Kigali, they just wanted to get to the airport, and it was later on that they realized that they had been overcharged for a taxi ride. So these are some of the things I go through in depth, in detail, to help you to understand the cost of living here, the different items, how much it costs, what are the visa processes, what will I need to get set up here, with regards to business, where do I go, I want to do this, will it work? Really, a lot of the people who do my consultations, they come prepared with questions, because I tell them you need to come prepared with your questions. because it's not about the information that I want to give you, it's the information that you need to obtain to be able to inform your journey. Moving from a place is such a big life-changing decision. You see people on YouTube like myself, we're doing our various different things. What may work for us may not necessarily work for you. Or you may not even have the true picture, because here on YouTube, people are giving you snippets, not the whole process of their journey. And so you need to be open-minded about that. You need to be mindful about that. You need to be conscious about that, right? So you need to look at your situation as an individual or as a family unit. You know, what is our situation? What are our needs? And how can they be addressed? How are we going to ensure that this move to Rwanda is going to be a fulfilling one? Because it may not be a fulfilling one for everyone, because again, you've just jumped on the bandwagon, you haven't planned properly, you've shipped your things, and you finally got here and you don't know where to turn. You don't know where to go. You've lost money, you've been scammed, you've been this, you've been that. And so that breaks that automatically you build up a wall, and that wall prevents you from then journeying on successfully. So that's definitely a challenge that, you know, you need to look at, you need to address. I would say, you know, don't just think about things in your head, write them down. As you get an idea in your head, where's your notepad? Write it down. What points do you need clarification on? Because I'm telling you, if you fail to plan, then you have planned to fail. And it will not be an enjoyable experience for you. Even connecting with other diasporans, connecting with the other people will be so challenging for you that you say, you know what? I'm out of here. I am out of here, right? And you've told all your friends back home, oh, I'm moving to Africa. You've sold your house. You've packed in everything. And they're already looking at you as if you're mad anyway. You know, we know that a lot of our family members, you know, when we're saying we're moving to Africa, they're thinking, well, she's going to knock her head on a rock, right? And there you are marching back. Oh, it didn't work out because you failed to plan, right? And right, you're coming to a developing country. Rwanda is a developing country. That means that there's so much room for development and processes and policies. And what you see with Rwanda is that they're working so hard to build up the country, right? But what Rwanda looked like 1994 to what it is now, there's a tremendous difference. And then the leadership of the country, you will see that they plan to be even further than they are now. 1994, did Rwanda even have paved roads? So even today, you will see that there are dirt roads, guys. You can see Kigali is built more like built up, you know, it's the city, Kigali city. You know, as you go out to more of the rural areas, then you'll see like more of the dirt roads. But even inside Kigali, you have dirt roads. But there are plans to develop the roads. So in the meantime, you must be aware of that. You must be aware of that. You're not flying from a developed country to another developed country. Rwanda is a developing country. And that's why the black diaspora coming back, we need to know, okay, where are the gaps and how can I help to fill those gaps so that I can help Rwanda move forward, right? We need to change our mentality. Our mentality is quite toxic and it needs to change. And that mentality will also cause us to fail on this journey. You are not going to find everything that you are used to, all the luxuries that you may say that you had in the Americas and you had in the West. You're not going to find all of that here. And if you do find those luxuries that you're used to, you have to pay a price. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the things that we were used to were good for us. A lot of us are absorbed in materialism, right? Materialism is a disease that stops the Black community from progressing and being great beings. A lot has changed now, but the Black diaspora, we're not unified in the way that we should be, right? And going back to materialism, when you look at the statistics amongst Black Americans, amongst those Black communities from, for example, Europe, the amount we spend on looking lavish and good, and sometimes it's not even our own money. It's money that you have borrowed, that you have to pay back, right? You want to spend so much money looking good to other people, but really you're suffering inside. And other people are out there building legacy and passing on that legacy to their children. And we're so good looking rich. We have a lot of liabilities, but no assets. We complain and complain and complain, and we feel entitled. Entitled to what? We have to be willing to change our mindsets, to know that you're relocating to Africa, the continent, but you're relocating to a country which is a developing country. And that's why, that particular country needs you. What can you offer? What can you give? How can you help the country move to the next level? How can you be part of that leadership within your community? How can you make a difference? How can you make a change? But it's the mindset of our Black community that, it's still quite toxic and not progressive at all. And it's something that we need to all look inwardly at ourselves. Look inwardly at ourselves. Because the things that we complain about, they don't even make sense. They're not even a priority. So I think when we start to address those key issues within ourselves, then we're going to see the vision even clearly for our lives and for our future. Guys, many of us are woke. But at the same time, many of us that are coming to the continent, you think you're awake, but you're still sleeping.